I'm Rachel Kernock, and I'm First Officer of Avondale Royal Fire Brigade.
International Women's Day, what does that mean to you?
To me, I sort of think of it, it's a nice time to, all the women to get together, honour them for, being a part of the brigade is, I started almost 10 years ago, and it was a lot different then. There was hardly any females. And so to be able to see, especially today, it's just an honour to be a part of that in the Royal Fire Brigade when it used to be classed as a man's world. So it's really nice to see that we're all able to work together, both females and males, and it's just nice to honour the females today.
What drew you into being involved with the Royal Fire Brigade? As you said, when you started 10 years ago, it wasn't really a female-dominated area. So what drew you to that sort of work?
Yeah, I would say I've always had a passion to help people. I wanted to be a doctor when I was a little girl, and then during the 2013 floods, I was able to work with paramedics and fireys, and especially the Avondale Royal Fire Brigade, and that was just the pivotal part of just yes, this is what I want to do, and I ended up joining and then starting to become a paramedic. So I did both the rural side of things and just to help people. It's just, I love doing it. Yeah.
And where do you feel like that experience as a volunteer in the Royal Fire Brigade has led you?
I think it's led me in so many ways in character, built my character, in leadership, able to mentor and also be mentored, working with other people as a team. I think it's helped me become a stronger and better person, especially as my role for my career as well. It's just being able to work with other amazing people in good times and also not so good times, and we face a lot of different emergencies, and it's just really cool to be able to work out what you have to do and just work with other people with that. So it's nice, I like it.
So tell me a little bit about your role as First Officer. What are some of the things that you find yourself doing that you think, wow, am I really actually doing this?
Yeah, that actually does. I do that all the time. Especially if we go to a wildfire and it's a big one, and there's lots and lots of other brigades that come and help, and you end up I'm in charge of this kind of thing, and I don't think about it initially then, and I just delegate, do what I have to do. We work together as a team. If someone has a great idea or whatever, we just put it all together and just we're there to work and get it out safely. And then afterwards I'm going oh heck, I just did that. With everyone else, we just, did that. And so, a lot of times you've saved houses, you've saved livestock, you've saved all sorts of stuff, and you sort of you step back and you're just wow, I think it's more rewarding for me to help someone else than it's it gives me that sort of I'm actually able to help people, even though they may not see me or know who I am. I love to be able to be in that role, even if just as a firefighter, just being able to help people.
What about your professional life? How do you balance your professional life with your volunteer work?
Well, sometimes it can be a struggle, but because we're volunteers, we normally get a call, and so if I'm working and I'm busy and I can't answer the call, it will go to the second officer and it goes down. But it can be tricky sometimes juggling, because I work in an emergency role as my career as a paramedic, so I can't just drop what I'm doing and go to a fire, but I make it work. But I have an awesome crew at Avondale, and we all work together, so we just make it work, so it's been good.
Now, you're probably a bit different in the fact that you just mentioned, you're a paramedic as well as a rural firefighter. What happens when you have to show up at an emergency as a paramedic and suddenly take that, you've got to think like a paramedic, not a rural fiery?
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with it yet, but sometimes you do have to sort of step back. Oh, I can't, just start, this is what I do kind of thing. It's it's okay. I've been to fires a few times as a paramedic, and sometimes it's hard to stand back and not help them when they're struggling. But it's sort of I'll ask where they need any help. But when you don't have the proper PPE and stuff, it's sort of I want to go, I want to help out. But no, it's been good though, just to encourage them and make sure they've got the care and need that, and drinking enough water, hydration and stuff. So
Now, just finally, a rumour has it that you have just been awarded a significant leadership award from the Queensland Fire and Emergency Service. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, so it's the Outstanding Female Leader for RFS, the Royal Fire Service. I apparently been nominated by 3 people. I know one of them's my twin sister, so thank you to her. It's actually an honour Like, I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of honour, and if I can be able to be a person to show other females, whether they're young or older, like, I want to be that their person that will mentor them, encourage them, and, if they want a job like this as a fiery, whether you're volunteer or paid, like, do it, aim for your goals.